Hello, everybody. Welcome to another episode of The Copy Corner with Terry Schilling.
And Dan Marzullo.
Yes. Hello, everybody. This is our corner of the internet where we are delivering you copywriting tips, freelance marketing tips, some digital marketing tips as well to help you write more effectively and grow the business that you love. Dan, we have taken a little bit of a break. We did a live webinar last week. That's why we were on the week hiatus. About how to create a confident sales process to succeed at freelancing. Really fun. I just want to touch on that really quick because it was the first thing outside of the Copy Corner that we did, Dan. And I think it was a big success in our eyes, a lot of great feedback, and just had a lot of fun doing it.
Yeah, that was awesome, Terry. It was awesome to see a lot of you guys hop on there and engage with us and see your comments. So if you were on the call, definitely thanks for joining us.
Yeah, absolutely. Just wanted to give that quick pub. And yeah, thank you to everybody who tuned in there. And thank you to everybody watching and listening to this episode of the Copy Corner. You know, we're doing this via video, got this on the podcast as well. But today's tip we're going to be talking about is how to quickly and easily edit your copy like a pro. Big, all the buzzwords right there, right? How to quickly and easily edit your copy like a pro. We got some really good tips. Dan has some great ones for you as well. And Dan, I'm honestly going to let you start. Or should we save the best for last?
Oh, I don't know if mine are the best, Terry. Up to you.
All right. I'm going to jump in first because I really like yours as we talked about this before we went on live here.
Cool.
But one of the best tips that I have for you to edit your copy, because we all have these moments where we feel like we're going through it like a fine comb, right? And we're ready to send it. We send it to a client, we publish a post, but then there is a tiny mistake that kills the whole thing. It drives you crazy. This happens to me. People who follow my newsletter, I've done this recently where I edited it too fast last minute and sent it out thinking it was cool, and you miss it. So one thing that I like to do is after I have a big writing session and I feel like I'm ready to send it, I take a break. I like to take like a 2-minute break, go to something else real quick, turn my brain off from what I just wrote. And then when I get back, I read it out loud pretty slowly here. So read it out loud slowly, because then you can start catching mistakes like, a you instead of a your that you could have done. And then reading it out loud just helps it make it more sound genuine and authentic, because really your brain is really looking ahead because you've written this for so long. So you know what words are coming. So you can read it really fast, like on screen. And then you're not going to catch those mistakes because you know what it's supposed to say. But if you take that break and read it out loud slowly, you're going to be able to catch some of those things, maybe, and then find ways to, trim it down. And again, catch those mistakes that could be pretty costly for you as well. So that's one tip I have. Another one is Grammarly. Use that app. I think it's a great one. It's free, or you can get the pro account. I do have the pro account. It does catch more things of like how engaging, how clear it is. It can rewrite sentences for you. Add that it's like, oh, this is a really run-on sentence. Think about putting a period here. That's really great. But the free version does catch a lot of those simple and tiny grammar mistakes that really piss you off. So I think that's still just a helpful app. You can have the plugin in Google when you're writing emails and all those things. The website, you can put it in there and let it, do everything for you. So it's really helpful for me. Those are probably my two biggest ones, Dan. But now I'll let you have the floor.
Yeah, and that's good, Terry. I love the little email plugin that Grammarly has now, because I feel like usually pounding out emails real fast. So if you can quickly highlight and click and fix, it saves.
Dude, it's on all of them. It's like in my Evernote. Like it uses so many apps that you can use it for. So it's been, I agree. But email is huge.
Yeah, and Google Docs too, right?
Yeah, it's going through there too now. Yeah.
Not that this is a sponsored video for Grammarly, but
it could be, man. We're just dropping all sorts of apps.
Right. If they want to send us a little bit of ad cash, that's fine. But
absolutely. We'll take it.
No, my tip, Terry, my first one, and I learned this from my mom like years ago, because she's like a fantastic editor. And so she told me, right out of the gate, is read your copy backwards, which I thought was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Because, when you if you have a paragraph or even a sentence and you start with the last word and you read towards the beginning, it tricks your brain. So you're not going to just automatically skim over it and skip errors because you don't know what you're reading. Your mind's not already just trying to tell you. So easy, like little typos or things like that. That's a good way to catch all that. So do that, guys. Try that if you haven't already.
Dude, I love that. Yeah. When you told me that, I was like, wait a minute. Like that. I've never heard of that before, or maybe just in passing, never really gave it really, a good look of doing that myself. So I really like that. And like,
Awesome.
you know, we just talked about how your brain is, you know, looking forward and know what you wrote already. So I think reading it backwards like that, that's a great tip.
Yeah, thanks, Terry. Yeah, so that's my first one. And the second one is when you get to a point as a freelance writer, when you can afford to do this, I recommend doing it is partner with an editor. So I have a couple writers on my team that actually build in editor fees into their rates, because, you know, you can never edit your work as good as someone else, right? It's hard to edit your own stuff. So if you can, you know, find someone else who's reasonably priced and that works with your workflow, they can review everything you do. It's just going to really skyrocket the quality. And like, I know a lot of writers, they do this just for pure speed. If they can crank out 4 articles versus 2, because they can write it and they can throw it over to the editor and not have to look at it, that really improves their efficiency, and then they can make more money and take on more work. So
yeah, absolutely.
Even try that, build editor fees into your rates so that you can have somebody perfect it for you.
Yeah, that's a great tip as well. And I love how you mentioned how it can save you time down the road. Again, if you're taking on these bigger projects and you can afford that and work that within your fee, makes sense for you. Yeah, you think about how much more you can accomplish if you just have an editor and be like, okay, here it is, right back to you. Go ahead and send it. I mean, that sounds beautiful to me right now. I'm going to have to look into that as well.
Yeah, definitely.
But yeah, I love it. All these tips, everybody listening and watching, to how to edit your copy like a pro, they're all actionable. You can all start doing this once you're done listening to this episode. Great stuff, Dan. Really love it. And I know we got this question from a friend of ours through LinkedIn. Caroline, thank you so much for asking about this and having us talk about it. She's like, this would be great if you guys could touch on this, because I just need some help editing my copy, because I feel like I send it to friends. I go through it 3 or 4 times. I still catch mistakes. It happens to all of us. You're not alone there. I know Dan and I have experienced this too. So we thought it would be great to talk about some of the things that we use to kind of get over that hump of constantly seeing mistakes.
Definitely. Yeah. Put these tips into action, guys, for sure.
Yeah. All right, everybody. Well, that's the episode for today. Thank you, everybody, for watching. And again, check out the webinar if you can, or the replay if you can. If anybody signed up for that, email message us, whatever. We can send you the link to that if you'd like. It was free before, but we're so happy that everybody's joining us on this journey of the Copy Corner. Everything else Dan and I are collaborating on. Dan, anything else to say before we go?
No. Have a great week, everybody.
Yeah. All right, everybody. Proceed with passion, love what you do, and we'll see you on the next episode of the Copy Corner.